Hey foodie friends, what am I going to make today? I'm going to make a seafood boil. Yum-o. So here's my cast of characters. Some fresh corn. I like it way better than the frozen corn coblets because they're usually kind of chewy and milky and weird. So you got my corn coblets, some fresh lemons I'm just going to cut in half and throw in the water, some little red potatoes, do whatever potatoes you like, and butter, and here's some of my seasonings. You can use, again, whatever. I'm just throwing some stuff together today. Lemon pepper, my favorite crab seasoning in the world, but they've closed, so I'm not going to use a whole lot because I'm trying to ration it. Garlic powder, not garlic salt because then it'll be getting too salty. And some sugar, just to sweeten things up a little bit. And some dill weed for color. But I'm also going to make my melted butter, which is going to be in that little pan back there, with the dill weed, a touch of the sugar, the garlic, and the crab seasoning, but I'm not going to be using the lemon pepper in the butter. I'll be throwing some butter in the water. It actually helps the meat not stick to the shell as much. That's an old trick that I learned. And it wouldn't be complete without normally a sausage. Some people put some sort of sausage in there. But in this case, I went to Sam's Club, which is also known as Members Mark. That's kind of like their store brand. And I got these massive hot dogs that they charge very little for. And I'm gonna chop them up in there. And I can't confirm or deny what happened to the other half of this hot dog earlier today. I have no idea. And within my cast of characters, it would not be complete without some crab legs. I got crab legs that I thawed out, and they are pre-cooked, so you don't have to go cooking them to death. Same thing with this blue crab. If you look at my past videos, I ordered these online. Very good blue crab, but Brian's not as big on picking the blue crab, so I just got one for me, and then some Sam's Club Members Mark shrimp that is raw, but it cooks so fast. So you've got, this is cooked, the shrimp is not, but it cooks very quickly. So we're gonna put all this in near the end. We're gonna start off cooking the potatoes and the corn. It's hard to see, but I've got my water and butter. I'm ready to heat it up to a nice roaring boil. I'll show you a closer up view once everything gets going. So I have halved the lemons, just toss those in there. They're just for flavor, or you could squeeze them on your seafood later. I'm gonna put some in the butter. I'm putting in my washed potatoes. They sound heavy, but they're not very big. They're kind of small potatoes. And before everything starts steaming up so it doesn't get up into my seasonings, I'm just gonna put a little bit of the dill weed in, some of the lemon pepper, some of my beloved crab seasoning. I think I only have one more bottle. So I'm not gonna use a whole lot because I'm gonna sprinkle some of this on after it's cooked and drained as well. And every seafood boil is usually much better when it's got garlic in it. So I'm gonna put a good amount of that in. And some sugar, even though it has some natural sweetness to it, just some of that to make it even better. So I'm gonna let it cook down some and check the potatoes. Once the potatoes are starting to get soft, I'm gonna put the corn in, let that cook just a little bit, and then put the seafood in. Then I'm gonna melt the butter. So the potatoes are starting to get a little bit soft. We like our corn cooked a little bit more than probably most people. Some people cook it for like 2 minutes, and to me it's still raw. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop them in gently because the water is getting it's been very hot for a while. You don't want to splash yourself. Then we're going to put in the star of the show, which will be the crab and the shrimp, along with the hot dogs in place of sausage. So the butter is very slowly melting down because dinner's still going to take a while. This is our dipping butter. You can do nothing. It's a salt-free butter. So I'll put a little bit of the crab seasoning in it. Remember, I'm going to sprinkle some more of this on everything afterwards. I like a whole lot of garlic in my butter, but my hubby not as much, so I'll just put a little bit in there. Put in some dill weed. It just gives it a nice color and a little bit of flavor. Not too much. Just enough to make it pretty. And a little bit of sugar, not too much. Just a little bit. And that'll make a good dipping butter. Just give it a gentle stir. All you want it to do is melt. You don't want to burn it. I have the fire on very super low. It's also one of the smaller burners. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Don't want to spill it. Look how pretty that is. Let me give it a little taste test here. I think it's just right. So we'll turn that off for now and wait for everything else to be done. And I almost forgot to put in my fresh lemon juice. I like to use this because it keeps the seeds from getting into the butter. See that? Okay, so the potatoes are soft enough. I'm going to go ahead and throw in very carefully the seafood so it doesn't splatter all over the place. So here goes. I threw the hot dogs in there too because they're already pre-cooked as well. And I think it's all going to fit. We'll find out, right? I could probably pour the shrimp in. That shouldn't be too dangerous. It was at a roaring boil, but it settles down when you put new stuff in there. I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest in away from me so it doesn't get me if it does splatter. There we go. All empty. I'd say once it gets to a boil, no more than 2 minutes probably, because the shrimp cook very fast. I'll show you what's going on here. That's the only thing that isn't cooked. But see how fast it's already starting to turn color and cook? All right. It's almost ready. Husband's almost home. We're going to eat. You can sit down and join us. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. It's all nice and steamy, ready to eat. Husband just got home. Let's dig in. So my husband's home. Say hi, Brian.
Hello, everybody.
And I got our nice melted butter ready to go. So let's dig in. How was your day at work?
It was great.
Oh, good. Enough of that.
All right, let's try these shrimp.
I'll try it with you.
Shrimp's good.
It was good. So potato cut pretty good?
It does.
Good.
Cuts with a fork. Apparently this is the Sam hot dog.
Which is related to Walmart, but Walmart doesn't have those. And when I was at Sam's today, I asked if they sell those separately, cold in the packages, but they said no. You have to buy it from the little cafe. So like I said, when you put butter in with the water, it sometimes helps the meat come out easier. So the meat comes out pretty easy. Look at that. So some people say, oh, the crabs are not fresh if the meat doesn't come out. Really, it's all on how it's cooked because it's pre-cooked when you already get it. It's on how you reheat it.
So far, these are pretty good.
Very good.
Where are these from?
I got these from Harris Teeter on sale, and then they've been in the freezer. And they said the shrimp came from Sam's. Potatoes, they came from Food Line. You can get those anywhere. And the corn I got at Walmart a couple days ago. In Virginia, the corn's kind of hard to find this time of year. I'm gonna try my corn, see how it is. It looks good. It was very good. How's your corn?
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
You can definitely taste the lime or whatever was.
The lemon, yeah. And then I've got dill weed and crab seasoning, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of lemon pepper seasoning, just some different things in there, make it good. And then I sprinkled a little on top as I filled the bowl. I'm gonna try this potato. Oh yeah, nice and tender. I don't do potato skins. He loves them. To me, it's like eating grass, but I know it's where all the vitamins are. Dip in a little bit of that butter. That is good. Cooked perfectly. And remember, the key is when you're doing the potatoes, you want to put those in first and kind of test them and see if your fork goes into it. And until it does, you want to let it cook until it's soft enough. But once the fork goes in, you can throw everything else in. Some people wait till that point to throw the corn in, but I like my corn a little more done. All right, let's try my Sam's hot dog. I know it's going to be good. And it's even better after boiling with all this stuff. So I'm gonna crack in this blue crab and see how this is. He didn't know what he's missing. And remember, I got these in the mail, delivered, and they are the best crabs I've gotten online. There was another place that was pretty good, but then they didn't do so good later. So go back and take a look at those videos. But I froze this crab, and it's still good. It's really tender. All right, I'm gonna turn the volume down for this because I'm gonna crack it with my mallet that Brian made me years ago. He made me a bunch of these from closet rods. So I'm gonna show you. Oh, see? The butter helps everything come out nicely. Came out completely in one piece. Delicious. Ridiculous. Brian doesn't know what he's missing.
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, let's see if this back fin comes out. All right, so I'm gonna go in and get it because we wanna see. The star of the crab is the back fin. And this crab is big enough that I can actually eat the little crab legs too. But I'm just getting in the inside real quick to show you. Grab it like that. I did how to eat crab videos in the past too, so go take a look at that. Some people eat the inside of that. I eat a little bit of it. Take off the lungs and rip off his little mouth.
Ooh.
I know, it's so violent. Well, at least you can't feel it. Got it like that. Usually if I'm closer, I show you in great detail. But again, my other videos have that kind of detail. So I crack that, crack it again, and I'm able to split it in half. Kind of like eating an orange. It'll have all the little segments in there. So the back fin is this big portion in the back, which makes sense. Look at that. Look at it. Do you want it?
No, I'm good.
Good. It's more for me. Dippity-doo. I don't know if I'm close enough to do a slow-mo, but let's give it a try. That is very good, even after being frozen. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this off camera, but if you like these types of videos, it would be a huge honor to have you subscribe, and thank you for watching.